know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
I'll tell y'all right now, we're gonna get right into it. Because sometimes I tell people, listen, you don't need to be paying attention to what other people are doing. You don't need to be looking at what nobody else is doing. Focus on what you're doing. Focus on your tasks, your goals, and just focus on your mission, whatever that happens to be. But, however, there are exceptions to every rule, and there are little subtexts and what's the other word I'm looking for? Little small things that I think can help a lot of people out if you know how to use it in the right way. So y'all need to understand is that, oh yes, you could definitely watch Dre Baldwin. What y'all need to understand is that every idea that you get, every principle you hear from people doesn't mean you take it and just apply it to your life as a blanket statement without thinking about how it actually works. You're watching in your life right now. Anything that you're doing, there are 3 specific people that you need to be paying attention to. Here's person number 1. You need to be watching a person who is doing way better than you are right now. And the thing, whatever it is you're involved in. So if you're a basketball player, if you're a speaker, if you write books, if you're a coach, you're a consultant, you build airplanes, whatever it is you're doing, you need to watch somebody who is doing way, way better than you. I'm not talking about a little bit better than you. They got $1,000 more than you in their pocket right now. I'm talking about somebody who's doing it so big that you can't even understand how they're doing it. That's the number 1 person you need to watch. And the reason you need to watch that person is because when a person is doing a similar thing as you and they're doing way, way better than you, it's not a matter of tactics. It's usually not a matter also of maybe not even about effort and hard work. It's usually a matter of that person has some principles of what they're doing. They're fundamentally doing and thinking in ways that are different from the ways that you are doing and thinking, and that's why their results are so much bigger. Because they're human just like you. They got 24 hours a day just like you. So it's not like you don't work hard. It's not like they're working that much harder than you. If you making 10,000, they making 100. It's not like they're working 10 times harder than you. They might work harder, but not that much harder. So what it is, the connection's bad, and nothing I can do about the connection. I'm sorry, y'all. Are we good? Can y'all hear me and see me right now? We cool in the connection? Somebody said something about the connection. Let me know that we good in the connection, and I'll continue with this point. We good? All right. So it's not that they are working that much harder than you or even that they're smarter than you. It's that fundamentally, on a principle level, they're doing something that you're not doing. They're thinking something that you're not thinking. So when you go out and work and they go out and work, y'all fundamentally have different ways of working. That's why they're getting completely different results better than you. So the number 1 person you need to watch is a person that's doing way better than you. All right, here's the number 2 person you need to watch in your life. Number 2 person you need to watch is a person who is on pretty much the same level as you, but for whatever reason right now, they're getting a higher level of results than you. So someone who's doing pretty much the same as you, y'all pretty equal, but for whatever reason, they're doing a little bit better. So if you play ball and they play ball, you averaging 10 points a game and they averaging maybe 15 on the same team in the same league, you need to look at them and figure out what is this person doing and I'm not doing. And the difference between you and the person who's your peer, who is doing a little bit, maybe a little bit marginally better than you, might be a small tactic. It might be a small change in your tactic and strategy that can help you get to that level. For instance, instead of you going to the gym at 8 in the morning, maybe they're coming to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning. They're able to get more shots up because there's less traffic in the gym. So instead of you doing squats on leg day, maybe they're doing deadlifts on leg day. That's why they're getting a little bit more strength in their legs. So it's not, don't take those literally what I'm saying right here. So instead of you writing 5 posts a week, maybe they're writing 10 posts a week. Something that you can easily do. Usually the difference between you and the person who is on your level but doing better than you, the difference is something that you can easily change if you knew about it. See, the reason that person's doing better than you because they might be knowing about something that you have no idea what's going on. So if you knew about it, you could do that much better too, but you don't know about it. So you need to pay attention to people who are about on your level, who are your peer, but they seem to be getting better results than you right now. So the number 2 person you need to watch is somebody that's about on your level, but they're doing better than you right now on a marginal level. Now here's the number 3 person you need to watch. Now this one here is the kicker, and this one's going to make you some money if you pay attention. What's going on, Tiger? How you doing? Number 3 is watch Dre Baldwin. No, that's number 4, but we only doing 3 points. But watch Dre Baldwin is important. Here's the number 3 person you need to watch in your life. You need to watch a person who is right now where you used to be. You need to watch a person who is right now where you used to be. So if you are doing your thing at level 8 right now, you need to watch a person who's at level 4 and watch a person at level 3, level 2, level 1. You need to watch those people right now. And here's why you need to watch a person who is at where you already been. So you like, well, why, Dre? Why do I need to look back? I'm supposed to be moving forward. What's going on, Jennifer? I definitely am. Hope you're catching this information. The number 3 person you watch, you're watching them because if you see somebody who is where you used to be, which means they got to do all the work you went through, they got to go through all the struggle you went through, here's the thing. You can share with that person what you did to get from where they are to where you are now and close that gap of information. And in that close the gap of information, that's where you can write books. That's where you can be a coach. That's where you can be a consultant. That's where you can be a mentor. That's where you can start doing online courses. That's where you can do a webinar. That's where you can build a base of people who are willing to pay attention and pay money for your knowledge, skills, expertise, and information. People who are where you used to be. So for example, right now, my mentors are people who have been through what I'm going through right now. Your mentors are people who have been through what you're going through. You can be a mentor to people who have already been where you want to go. Basically what I'm doing right now is one of the things that I do right now, definitely. It's one of the things I definitely do right now. I talk to basketball players who maybe want to come up. They sitting at the end of the bench in high school because I used to be at the end of the bench. So I'm telling you how I came from the end of the bench to playing in college to playing in the pros. Now there may be somebody else who wants to build a brand. They want to know how to go from nothing, nobody knowing their name, to putting out some content. People start knowing you. Eventually you get a little bit of a name and things start happening to you. So basically you look at everything you've done in life successfully, everything you made it from point A to point Z successfully, and you go find somebody who's at point A. They're at point A where you used to be, and you go help that person out. Go help them out, and that's how you can actually start a business, by helping out people who are where you used to be. So 3 people, recap. Number 1, person is doing way better than you because they fundamentally or on a principle level are thinking in a way that you're not thinking. So that's why they're getting more results. It's not a doing thing usually. It's something that they know fundamentally that's making them take actions different than you're taking actions, and that's why they're getting way bigger results. Number 2 person, the person who's on your level but they're doing a little bit better right now. They're getting a little bit better results. There's something that they're doing tactically that if you knew about, you could probably do just as well as them, maybe even better. And number 3 is a person who is right now where you used to be a year ago, 6 years ago, 3 weeks ago, because you can help that person out because you know what it takes to get from where they are to where you are right now. And if you help them, guess what? They'll pay attention to you. Maybe they'll pay money to you. Those become your fans. Those become your followers. And that's how you start to build your base. Everybody caught everything I just said right there? My name's Dre Baldwin. For those who don't know, my company is called Work On Your Game. The F is for emphasis. Work On Your Game is the company. I got a website called DreAllDay.com. I got 3 courses on my site. I'm going to change my Periscope link, my bio link to those courses page. Bulletproof Mindset is course number 1. Get the Girl is course number 2. And People Skills, your interpersonal skills, is course number 3. Those 3 courses are 8-week courses. They all available on my website right now. All you got to do is go to DreAllDay.com/courses. I'm going to change the link in my bio as soon as this stream is over. Can I take any questions? I'll take 1 or 2 cues before we wrap this up. Definitely. Lee, who is that? Lil Joe, definitely. You're welcome, Miss Dimples 4. Dre Philosophy, the digital book is out. The physical book, I'm just waiting on word from Amazon. It'll be available this week. We're just waiting on the cover to get approved. It will be available. My Snapchat is at Dre Baldwin. Snapchat Dre Baldwin. So if y'all want to get quicker updates, the quickest way to get an update from me is on Snapchat. That's at Dre Baldwin, my first name, my last name, because I post about my books, I post about my programs, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, all that stuff. How do you begin becoming a speaker? Well, first of all, you got to know what you're going to talk about that makes an audience want to show up and sit down for an hour and listen to you talk. That's the number 1 step. And after you figure that step out, send me a snap at Dre Baldwin. Tell me what your resolution is, and I can tell you more. Just ask me another question. All right, so my Snapchat's at Dre Baldwin. Y'all know my Twitter is same as this, Periscope. My Instagram is at Dre Baldwin. What else I want to tell y'all? My podcast is called Work On Your Game. The Work On Your Game podcast. Look that up wherever you watch podcasts. Thank you. This is a great view. I wish y'all could see that side, but y'all can't see that and see me at the same time. I would have to jump off the balcony. I ain't ready to jump yet. I ain't want to jump that far. But anyway, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that tiger spray. It is beautiful, man. Come to South Florida. This ain't no exclusive private island. Anybody can come here. How old was I when I started YouTube? 23 years old. 90% of people in there, I don't know. We ain't worried about them. Athlete on Fire, no, I'm on mine now. I got my own podcast now. It's called Work On Your Game. So just look up that podcast, Work On Your Game. You'll see my picture, you'll see my smiling face, and you'll see Work On Your Game. You see Dre Baldwin. So add that podcast to your subscriptions. Listen to the Work On Your Game podcast. You can still listen to Athlete on Fire. Scott is my dude. I still do a show with him every week. We do a show. So I am technically still in there, but I got my own now. Can I make my podcast on Focus Before a Game? Yes, I will do that. I will do that. Thank you, Thomas OG. Everybody, listen, follow me on Snapchat. That's the best place to reach me. I do take questions on Snap. I do answer your questions on Snap. So snap me a question. A video question will get a quick response than a text question. But hit me on Snapchat. That's the quickest way to get in touch with me. I answer business questions, personal questions if I want to. Mindset questions, business questions, skill questions, school questions, whatever it is you got going on. Hit me on Snapchat. I will hit you back. Everybody, work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Fargo, North Dakota. Man, when the weather gets like Miami, I'll be on the first plane over there. But you need to come to Miami, man. Nobody leaves Miami to go to Fargo. I'm sorry. Everybody work on your game. We out of here. Make sure you follow me on social media, Snapchat. You see it right there. The code's going to come up. Dre Baldwin. My Instagram is the same name, at Dre Baldwin. My Twitter and my Periscope, both at Dre All Day. Y'all know my website, DreAllDay.com. Any business inquiries, hit me via email, Dre@DreAllDay.com, or you can just send me a snap. Work on your game. Dre all day.